ज्योतिष के क्षेत्र में अपनी सफलता का परचम लहरा चुके ज्योतिष गुरु श्री के.एन. राव के हाथों मेडल से सम्मानित, अपनी सटीक भविष्यवाणी के लिए सुप्रसिद्ध और ज्योतिष अलंकार एवं ज्योतिष आचार्य अवार्ड से सम्मानित ज्योतिष आचार्य रमन जी।
Hello friends, this is Acharya Raman, Vedic astrologer since last 20 years. Today we are going to do an interesting topic in our video, which would be second marriage in astrology or remarriage in Vedic astrology, where we'll find the answers to the following question as to, is there a second marriage in my chart? If yes, then what are the timings? Will I remarry? If any problem is there, then what kind of problems and their solutions with remedies. Also, we'll do all this in a very simple and easy way, which even a person who is not very much familiar with Vedic astrology would understand quite easily. Also friends, if you like my video, then at the end please do comment on it, share it, like it, and also please do subscribe to my channel. So let us start friend with this interesting topic, second marriage in astrology. As you can see the Lagna chart here, the first house always remain where ascendant is written. The number written here can change because these are Rashis or sign. As one number indicates Aries, 2 for Taurus, 3 for Gemini, 4 for Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, and so on. But the first house will always remain where ascendant is written. Also for Aries Rashi, the lord of first house would be Mars. For second house, the lord would be Venus, as it is Taurus Rashi. For third house, where it is Gemini Rashi, the lord would be Mercury, and so on. Now let us start friends. In today's time, we all live in a progressive society where second marriage or remarrying is not considered a taboo, and life doesn't stop at the end of your first marriage. It doesn't matter whether you are a woman or a man, you have right to start over all again your life. Remarriage is a marriage that takes place after a previous marital union has ended, as through divorce or through widowhood. Some individuals are more likely to remarry than others. The likelihood can differ based on previous relationship status, whether he is divorced or widowed. It also depends on the level of interest in establishing a new romantic relationship. Also, it depends on gender, race, and age, among other factors. In this article, I'll give you an insight to determine the possibility of second marriage according to your horoscope, and if there is a possibility, how will be the condition of that marriage and the timings of second marriage in astrology. The second marriage in astrology is seen from the second house of horoscope. Second house of horoscope. 8th house shows the longevity. So 8th from 7th. 8th from 7th. 7th house is this one. 8th from 7 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which would be second house, will indicate the second marriage in astrology. For third marriage, we have to consider the 8th from the second house. Now the 8th from second house would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which would be 9th house. It is for the third marriage. Also, some people consider 9th house as the house of second marriage in astrology, because 9th house is third from 7th. 7th house is this one, and 9th house 1, 2, 3. It is third from 7th house. So they considered second spouse to be the sibling of your first spouse. But mainly we have to see the condition of second house and its lord in Rashi chart, as well as in Navamsha chart or D9 chart. Some people also advise to use the 11th house as the house of second marriage in astrology. But in my opinion, second house should be used for the second marriage, as I have also found it correct in case of practical examples. But you can try both second house and also you can try 9th or 11th house for second marriage in astrology and see the results. Now, planets and houses which are responsible for remarriage or second marriage in astrology are: first, the main would be ascendant, which would be you, yourself or your self identity. Then second house or second lord, which would be the longevity of spouse and the family life. Now the seventh lord, which would be love and matrimony and wife or husband. Now next, ninth house or lord, which represents significator of second marriage in astrology. Now Venus as a planet, which is significator of wife, and Jupiter, which is significator of the husband. Now the remedies would be: wear the gemstone of benefic planet as per your horoscope, which will increase the chance of remarriage. See and decide the favorable planet which would be for remarriage and which would enhance the chances of remarriage and which is also benefic as per your horoscope. Then wear the gemstone of that planet. Also do the mantra for the planet as per your chart which is causing obstruction in your marrying again. Also do the mantra for a planet in your chart which is causing obstruction or delay in your marrying again. Now continuing with our astrological factor which are responsible for second marriage in detail, we'll first take up the seventh house or seventh lord. If seventh house or seventh lord is falling in dual signs which are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius and Pisces. Gemini 3 number, Virgo 6 number, Sagittarius 9 number and Pisces 12 number are the dual signs. It will indicate two marriage or second marriage in astrology. Also, seventh house falling in evil sign and seventh lord occupying a sign of depression or in a condition of retrogression or a malefic joining the seventh house will cause two marriages, but not in case if benefic aspect is there on seventh house. When seventh lord, the lord of seventh house would be Venus if it is in retrogression or it is joined with malefic and there is no benefic aspect, then it will cause the second marriage. Seventh house from ascendant or moon placed in a dual sign and having conjunction with Venus in birth and Navamsha chart indicates two marriage or second marriage in astrology. The next one is Rahu placed in the seventh house. If Rahu is placed in the seventh house, it increases the chances of remarriage many folds. Malefic influence on second and seventh houses and lords indicate multiple marriage. If there is malefic influence on second house or second lord which is Taurus and the lord would be Venus, or seventh house and seventh lord of Libra which would be Venus. So if there are malefic influences on second house or seventh house or Venus, then multiple marriage are indicated. Lords of 7th and 11th are in conjunction, aspect, quadrant, trine indicates more than two marriages or second marriage in astrology. The next one would be two planets placed in 7th house increases the possibility of second marriage in astrology. If two planets are placed in the 7th house of marriage, then it increases the possibility of second marriage. Next is Lord of 7th house placed in the 4th or Lord of 9th house placed in 7th indicates second marriage or remarriage in astrology. Now the Lord of 7th house, the Lord of 7th is Venus if it is placed in 4th house, 1, 2, 3, 4, or Lord of 9th house which is Jupiter if it is placed in 7th house, then second marriage is indicated. Mars in the 7th house and Saturn and Rahu in the 8th. Mars in the 7th house and Saturn and Rahu placed in the 8th house, and malefic planet Saturn and Rahu in the 8th house and Mars in the 7th house without any benefic aspect represents second marriage in astrology. The next one is Lord of 7th house. The Lord of 7th house, which would be Venus here because it is Libra sign in 7th house, placed in 6th, 8th, 12th. Either placed in 6th house, 8th house or 12th house, and malefic planet like Saturn, Mars and Rahu occupying the 7th house, and malefic planets like Saturn, Mars and Rahu if occupying the 7th house, and Venus is weak and conjoined with natural benefic planet indicates possibility for second marriage in astrology. Mars and Venus placed in the 7th house and Lord of 7th house, which would be Venus or any other depending on the Rashi, which can change, placed in the 8th house, and Saturn posited in the 12th house indicates multiple marriage. Retrograde Jupiter with Mars in 7th house and one of them in debilitation will indicate second marriage. Venus, Saturn, Moon, Mars in 7th house without having any beneficial aspect indicate remarriage or second marriage in astrology. Now we'll take up the next planet, which would be Venus, the next important factor, planet Venus. Venus falling in dual sign is a factor responsible for second marriage. Next is Venus occupies a sign of depression or aspected by another malefic indicates two marriage or second marriage in astrology. Next is Venus placed in the sign of debilitation in birth chart and or Navamsha and conjoined by malefics in birth chart gives second marriage in astrology. Also Venus and 7th Lord falling in dual or common sign in birth chart and Navamsha indicates two spouses. The next one is Venus in 7th house in movable sign in birth chart or in Navamsha indicates second marriage in astrology. The next one is Venus falling in even sign and Lord of that house where Venus is placed is in exaltation sign indicates remarriage or second marriage in astrology. The next one is Venus in Cancer sign and Moon in 7th indicates remarriage or second marriage in astrology. Like here Venus if in Cancer sign is 4 number sign and Moon placed there, Venus placed there, it gives second marriage in astrology. Now we take up the 11th Lord, which is next important factor for second marriage. If more than two planets are placed in 11th house, it increases the chances of second marriage in astrology. Now these are the factors we have discussed in detail: 7th house and Lord, Venus and 11th Lord. Now we'll do timings or dasha of remarriage. The period of Mahadasha or Antardasha in accordance with 3rd and 9th houses or lords and the respective planets mostly give boost to a second marriage. So dasha and antardasha of third house and third lord, or ninth house and ninth lord, or planets connected with the respective planets which give second marriage, and in time and dasha of these planets, third and ninth, gives a boost to the second marriage. Hope friends you like my video, and if you did like it, then please do comment on it, share it, and also please do subscribe to my channel. And if you need any consultation from me, you can WhatsApp me on 9911351351, or you can log on to www.astrologerraman.com. Thank you friends.
अगर आप भी समस्याओं से परेशान हैं और समाधान पाकर अपने जीवन को सुखमय बनाना चाहते हैं, तो जाने माने ज्योतिषाचार्य आचार्य रमन जी से मिलकर इन सभी समस्याओं का समाधान प्राप्त करें। 3341 सेक्टर 23 हुड्डा, गुड़गांव, हरियाणा 122001। हमारे कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर्स हैं 09911 351 351, 08130 201 201। हमारी वेबसाइट है www.theindianastrologer.com।